Of course they do. Okay, thanks so much, Emily.
Okay,
we'll see you later.
excused. Bye, Christine.
Bye. Okay, as I mentioned, I am so excited for this next group of panelists. Softball is really coming up. If you guys haven't been paying attention, you're behind. And the AUSL is really taking off right now. In their second season in 2026, it's going to be huge. Let's welcome the AUSL ladies to the stage, starting with Odyssey Alexander Bennett. Oh, cute. Did you pick your walkout song?
I did.
You're going to sit next to me right here.
Okay, thank
Okay, I love it. I love it. Next up is Sis Bates.
The song.
Next up, Michaela Edenfield. Dallas Escobedo McGee.
I know we're all so close.
Anna Gold.
My chest up, chest tall.
And then finally, Kenzie Hansen McKenzie.
That's so like.
Double whammy.
Yay, ladies!
Hey.
Okay, let's chat. You guys all look so great. You're all representing your teams. I love that for you guys. I want to mention, you guys, as I said earlier, AUSL is really going into the second season and really kind of coming into their era. They just announced a partnership, 90 games across ESPN, ABC, CBS Sports Network, MLB Network, and for the first time ever, ESPN Deportes. There are going to be 90 games this 2026 season. And today, all these ladies up here, I said they were they're representing Chicago, Portland, Texas, Utah, Carolina, and Oklahoma City. So you can really feel that they're in their growth era. Ladies, when you think about the AUSL, I'll start with you, Odyssey, and just the growth that you've seen over the last year, what stands out to you?
I mean, just the opportunities given to, you know, these girls. Like Anna Gold, she got a golden ticket. Michaela got a golden ticket. It's like Willy Wonka. Like, like just to see how that has grown. I mean, I'm amazed, and I just can't wait to step on the field with, you know, the girls that just received their golden ticket. So I'm excited.
Yeah, and I'm really curious, Sis, when you think about being at the ground floor of a league like this, because you don't see that very often, right? What does that feel like to you?
Yeah, incredible. There weren't opportunities like this when I was young, so I watched a lot of baseball on MLB, so what an incredible opportunity to be in that shoe and have little girls look up to us and know that this is a real possibility if they want to play professional softball and make a living out of it. It's really incredible.
And you just mentioned the fact that if you want to play professional softball, it wasn't something that when you were younger, you saw women doing, especially in the States. So Michaela, when you think about the representation that you guys get to do at this level, what do you think about?
I think about my younger coach, like I think about 12U coaches saying that, you know, softball, you're never going to make money playing softball, but you can have softball help you make a living. And now we're at the point that like we can have softball as a living, and I think that's the big part in the buy-in that we're seeing. And again, like if your dreams, if you want to play softball and go pro, like it is very accessible now and making it legitimate.
And Sis just mentioned the support from MLB. Dallas, it's huge, right? You see it with the NBA and the WNBA, but how important is that partnership for you guys?
I think it just continues to create opportunity. Like it gives you outlets to wherever you want to go with this sport. And I think that just having that partnership has already, like last night going to the Yankees game has already opened eyes, one to myself as a new player in this league, but overall, like it just, again, endless opportunities with this new partnership.
And Anna, I'm so curious because you guys have like a very busy week. It was actually crazy when we were talking to you guys preparing for this conversation and you're like, oh, we're gonna be in New York, we're gonna be here, there, everywhere. Just this entire reception from everybody and the support that you've seen so far, what stands out to you?
Yeah, I think just the support from all these different, you know, sponsorships, the MLB, and I think we have to say yes to all these opportunities, right? I think they're so cool, and really what we're doing here, it's bigger than us. Yes, we love playing softball, but the bigger purpose of this is to grow the game for generations to come so they can make a lot of money doing it, you know?
Yeah. Mackenzie, anything stand out to you about the last week?
I mean, absolutely. Something that stands out to me is just the support, like kind of coincide with the MLB and everything, being able to open up those avenues of partnerships like MLB, Sephora, ESPN, being able to kind of navigate what's that like being a young woman and creating a living for ourselves playing softball. So being able to not only do that, but travel the world playing the game that we love is just kind of the best living we could possibly to be honest.
Okay, sis, you're one of the players that is stepping onto the field as a part of a brand new expansion team. She's going to be in Portland. When you think about building a culture surrounding a franchise, what does that feel like? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, I feel like we kind of have a cheat code because our head coach and GM drafted like the most amazing humans, and that's what I think is at the core of culture is great humans that are also really good at softball. So I'm excited to kind of build on that. And I'm from California, played at Washington, so Pacific Northwest is like my jam. So I'm excited to be there and create something like Anna was saying for future to come, like these little girls can come out to games in Portland and say, yes, I want to do that. And they have that accessible to them.
And I think something that's very unique about you, Kenzie, is you played softball in Oklahoma, not too far from OKC and Norman. And then obviously you were playing for the OKC Spark, and now they're a part of AUSL. What is it like in that community, in the Oklahoma City community, and also being able to get some of your fans, I would imagine, from Norman?
Yes, one thing about Oklahoma is their softball fans are die-hard, definitely. I would personally say that Oklahoma is kind of like the mecca of softball right now, just with us hosting the Olympics in 2028 as well, plus adding the pro team. The fans are just extremely engaged. Like I said, die-hard. They can get a little bit rowdy, but for me personally, I grew up in Southern California as well, so moving so far from home and establishing that family out there, being able to bring my fans from college to the market of AUSL in the professional league, I think is just tremendous because it grows the game even more so, and bringing the fans to the Olympics furthermore, because that stadium holds 15,000 people.
Yeah.
So being able to bring all of them as well as the game continues to grow there, I think is just going to be super great, not only for us, but for the future generation as well.
She mentioned that she had a cheat code. I feel like you definitely have a cheat code. You're in Oklahoma City. It's like probably, like you said, the mecca of softball right now. Anna, you were Rookie of the Year last season. Give it up for Anna.
Thank you.
Very casual, very casual. How do you take the momentum from last season and what you were able to do and go into this season?
Yeah, I mean, being named Rookie of the Year last year was just such a blessing, especially in this league with such talent. And it definitely gave me confidence and just a sense of knowing that I'm right where I belong. But I think in any sport, you can never get too comfortable. So each season is a new season. So just building off of that, but just recognizing that I still have to work hard, and I'm going to do whatever I can to help my team win. And when you do that, I think good things happen.
Love that. Okay, can we talk about Odyssey? She's next to me, and she played pregnant last year, you guys.
I did do that.
And then she had a baby, and now she's going into this season.
I did that too.
When you think about everything that you went through in the last year, how were you able to balance all of those things?
Honestly, I would say one, shout out to the USL, because playing pregnant, I'm like, I need popcorn, I need Listen, and they made it happen. But I will say, just like mentally, the part of it is, just learning how to give myself grace and just always like trusting the competitive side of myself. Like I've always been competitive, and physically things change. Your body changes, your priorities change, your routine changes. But my love for the game didn't. That didn't. And if anything, like I'm playing for something so much bigger now. So it means a lot more to go into this second season with her.
Yeah, I was curious how you felt like motherhood changed how you approached playing softball. How would you describe that?
I mean, for me, it didn't change.
Yeah.
It didn't change. I have all the support I need, and I couldn't be more grateful for that. The USL, I can't be more grateful for that. My family can't be more grateful for that. They definitely give us the space to, play as a mother. So thankful for that.
Going through that process, is there anything that stands out to you that you wish you would have known before you went through it?
I would say I was hesitant to tell everyone I was pregnant. One, because everyone was so concerned. I was like, I'm fine. Like, I didn't forget how to play softball. I was fine. But honestly, having the support after I did, release that I was pregnant, it meant so much. So that definitely stood out to me. how like protective they were. Like,
Yeah.
they'd be like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine. I played softball before, I promise." But the support definitely stood out.
That's amazing. Okay, Michaela, can we all look at Michaela's makeup really fast?
Oh, girl.
She did this herself, and she does this all the time. It looks so good. I actually was getting makeup right next to her in the bathroom when she was doing it. She was doing a whole video, a whole get ready with me. It was amazing. How long does it take you to do your eyeshadow and your full face?
If I'm locked in, yeah, locked in being key word there. Like that 30 to 40 minutes. It's like I got to get my base routine done. I've got it like pretty advanced now. I get it down pat around that 5 to 7 minute mark. But once the eyebrows are good, then we're looking at colors. And I think the fun part for me is like what I like to call is the razzle dazzle. And it's been something that you know, growing up, I went through a little bit of bullying all the way till probably 11th grade. And there's a little bit of bounds that us women, we go through of finding our confidence and wanting to present ourselves to the highest standard, right? But at the same time, choosing it for myself versus for others. And that was the difference for my makeup going into my freshman year of college. Like, my teammates absolutely loved it. I'd always ask my POs, like, what color do you want today? And the next thing I know, it wasn't just to my team, it was to my fan base and to the FSU community. So
I think it's huge that you mentioned your mental health and how this kind of helped you channel something, right? It is Mental Health Awareness Month. Shout out to Mental Health Girlies. How did that impact your play on the field?
I think for identity purposes, right? Sometimes as softball players, you get cooped up in your sport and you put almost all of your identity within the sport. And the biggest part, and I think that separates from the good and the great, is the people that have identity outside of their sport and they're able to maintain that like healthy relationship with themselves, right? Because at the end of the day, I have to give my all to my sport, yes, but like I'm a human being first, right? And I think for me, like the check-in with the makeup, like being about the people around me, just really centers me and it makes me enjoy like my present moment. So I would take any type of makeup request for my little girls because the representation means everything. When I see a little girl that looks like me and she's got like a little glitter on, like me, younger me is like in tears about that, right? But it's like, it's really impactful because I see how I wanted that when I was younger.
That
So
is
to
so
represent
beautiful.
and be, it's so much more, right? We talk about it all the time, so much more.
That is so beautiful. Okay, so your golden ticket moment went incredibly viral when everybody saw it. So let's take a look at some of the ones from this past season. I have in my hand a golden ticket.
Players that are presented with the golden tickets have been drafted
to one of 6 teams to play for the upcoming AUSL season.
to page.
To our very own Texas Tech Red Raider, Najee Cannon.
Oh, it's so fun. I think all of those moments that you see really speak to what you guys were talking about earlier, like being a young girl and being able to see what this league represents, right, in those moments. But when you think about that moment, Michaela, that you had when you got your golden ticket, how did that kind of lay the groundwork of who you are in the AUSL now?
Oh my goodness. I mean, how far I've come from that moment at the same time too. For a little bit of background, our senior weekend got canceled due to a little incident at the university, but we ended up doing a whole fan day event just for us seniors. And again, I talk about like the fans and the community that we had at Florida State. And I got presented my golden ticket and I had all of my best people around me. It like gets me a little tearjerker every single time because you just never know. You never know. We put in the time, the dedication, and you think like, man, like I really belong, like you guys chose me, and like to see the love from all sides and again, it wasn't even a game day, it was a fan day, and like everyone showed up and showed out. So just to see the support and the people that I love the most, being there with me in that moment just, absolutely means the world to me.
I know, yeah.
I know.
Sorry, guys. Yeah. I think like it was just a genuine shock. Like I remember looking around and I was like, what's the AUSL video doing on the video board, right? Like, what's going on? And I like see people like start to pinch and poke my sides. I'm like low-key looking around. I'm like, maybe Janai? I'm like, I don't even know if this is gonna be me. And I think that's the fun part of like where I was last year. I was keen on living in the present. So taking a note from that moment and enjoying where I'm at and where I'm at with these girls. Very, very
A
blessed.
few ladies obviously getting emotional with what Michaela's describing. Dallas, why so?
Well, I think it's just, I mean, this personally will be like my 12th or 13th season as a professional. And so just seeing like one where I was like asked like, hey, do you think you'd still want to play like going out of college, to now it's like receiving the golden tickets, to seeing just, again, growth and just stability in the league and being able to have the opportunity to continue to play. And I think, as an international athlete lately and coming back here to the States, I'm just so excited to see like an outsider looking in, like, hey, like look at what they've done and look what's more to come. And so now I get to be a part of it. I think this is just absolutely the most incredible opportunity. So yeah, I get a little teary-eyed. I'm like, dang, that would have been so cool. But I'm so happy for them now. I'm like, oh, yes, girl. Like, you get it. Like, so yeah, but I'm a crier anyway.
Yeah.
So
See somebody
I'm just
cry,
like,
you
yes,
start crying.
I'm just like, oh, I'll cry with you. Let's go. But no, I'm just so happy, like, just to see that the joy that brought to you right now. I just saw your video. I'm like, oh my gosh, I would be the same way. But yeah, no, just again, growth and just seeing the happiness that this opportunity brings everybody.
And you speak to the growth of the league. What do you think the league represents? When we came out of that video, I said that, that kind of encapsulates all of it. But when you look at it, what do you see?
Just power, positivity, women, like all around. I think that there are really strong women that I've met that are at the top of this league, and people that are, again, creating opportunity with the partnerships like Sephora. Like, how cool is that to come onto the field and feel represented by a power brand just like that, as well as the support with MLB. But I think just overall, again, like positive power and just women at the top is so amazing.
Anna, you were also getting a little emotional, all of us were. When you think about what AUSL represents just globally, nationally, what stands out to you?
Yeah, like Dallas was saying, I think empowerment in women and not putting us in one box. Like, we are truly able to be our whole authentic self in this league, on the field. We can be strong, we can be loud, we can be pretty, we can wear pink, we can wear makeup, and just showing that little girls that, like, you're not limited to one thing. You can do anything you put your mind to. And just putting it on a big stage, I think, globally, just hopefully inspiring younger generations to come.
And Mackenzie, when you were talking earlier about OKC being kind of like this softball hub, I feel like it kind of represents what a lot of people, especially on this stage, hope it becomes in every single city. How do you think that you try to help grow the sport everywhere and across the country?
Yes, definitely setting an example for the future generations. I think that getting that buy-in, not only from the younger girls, but the families that are bringing them out to games and getting our viewership up. I think that in college, there are certain games that are getting millions of viewers on ESPN now. Right. And back when, like 10 years ago, that was not happening. So we're getting events pushed just to watch softball now, which is just kind of huge for young women to see, like, oh, I don't want to turn on the baseball game or the basketball game because I want to watch these competitive women get after it. And I think that just goes to show what Anna was saying about you can be a strong, loud, beautiful, like big and strong woman and still be celebrated, which I feel like kind of goes against a lot of woman culture, I guess, in the history of being a woman. Yeah. And we don't fit that stereotype, and that's okay. Yeah. So being able to show that on that national and international stage is huge.
So as you guys go into the second season of the AUSL, Michaela, is there anything that stands out to you about your first year that you learned?
I think for me, like going from the rookie year, I know all of us were just, let's sit down. This is the first of the first. It didn't matter whether if it was veteran, rookie. Like, we all had like a moment of like, first one, inaugural, this is a really good moment. Like, let's really enjoy this and see what we can go on from here. But going into too. Like, now that we have the locations, we have the fan base, we're giving back to the people. And I think that's the really fun part. And it's going to be so cool to see how neat and like niche our fan bases become. And I'm really, really excited for what that's going to look like in our market piece. But honestly, on the softball end of the spectrum, like I'm really excited to play. This is my first time having a 9-month off season. So putting that into perspective, like, some people don't truly understand the amount of effort it takes to be a woman, professional athlete, to be a woman in professional sports, and the time and dedication for those that don't work in NCAA and coaching. Like, you really have to make sure you're, hitting all your balls, checking off all your lists, but super excited going into year 2.
I am curious, Odyssey, what the preparation has been as you go into year 2. Obviously, your situation was very unique, but how has that looked for you?
I mean, it's been mentally tough, honestly. You have a baby. But I do own a softball facility where I'm from, and, it's very flexible. I can bring my baby in there when I want. I can do lessons when I want. I can train when I want, train others when I want. So, I mean, that's made it, pretty easy for me. So I'm very, grateful for that and that opportunity. So, and it's an all-female facility.
Okay.
It's like all women.
I love that.
All softball, all women. Just had to throw that out there.
Yeah, no, I love that. Wait, okay, so we're going to talk a little bit later. Actually, my next panel that I'm doing is talking about building female-based facilities and what's important. What do you think is most important now that you have an all-female facility that you work with? Like,
I literally
what is
think
the most important thing?
It's all women.
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, certain facilities you go in and it's baseball, it's some basketball over there. This is all women. I mean, for me, just women empowerment.
Yeah.
Just showing that, women can do this.
Yeah.
Be strong. Have their own facility.
Yeah,
With
exactly.
all women.
Yeah. I love that.
But yes, definitely women empowerment and just showing the kids, like, they love AUSL. I know the kids that I work with, they're like, oh my gosh, can we come to a game? Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can come to a game.
Yeah.
To just show them that you can be right where I am.
Sis, she just mentioned how there's all these kids that are like, hey, can I come to a game? When you think about where you were when you were younger and what that would have been like to see older women playing at a professional level, what stands out to you?
I mean, I can't even put into words what that means. Talking about facilities, when I was young, I didn't have the accessibility to facilities as much. I didn't do the lessons. I kind of was on my own, so playing wall ball and wiffle ball and those things are incredible. But now there's accessibility and resources for these young softballers to see us, to know that they can do it, and to have access to facilities to perfect their craft. And another thing sometimes happens for these young athletes is they specialize too early. So have fun, play other sports, do other things so that you have a life outside of softball. So then it's not, oh my gosh, if I don't hit the ball today, I am not awesome. No, I'm going to love you if you're 0 for 4 or 4 for 4. You're the same human. And I hope that we can show the young softball players that is something that we care about. We care about each other deeper than that yellow softball.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something. Michaela? No. Okay. I'm curious when you think about the future of not only AUSL, but just softball in general, what you guys' hope is for the future of AUSL in professional softball.
For that to be our only job.
I love that. Yeah.
For that to be our only job, for sure. That's our goal.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm still playing when that happens.
Yeah, come on.
Oh. She will be. Come on. Sis, anything stand out to you?
Yeah, agreed. I mean, we have a 9-month off season, which is pretty hard. And to be prepared for our first game sometimes is difficult. And a lot of people are college coaches or they're broadcasters, which is amazing. And we love that. But having it be our sole job, I think, is the dream. And hopefully people have paved the way before us. And hopefully we can continue to pave that way for the young softball players.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, both really great answers. And that's the big part. Softball can help you make a living, or softball going to be your living. And I think having that piece figured out is just going to continue to grow the game.
I think as having experience having to go internationally to have that and being able to come back here, I think that we are on the right path and to have that up and up. And I think that, again, with the continued support of any sponsorships or just athletes, I've followed all of my leaders like Kat Osterman, Monica Abbott, who have been involved with the AUSL in the past, and just seeing wow, they're still at it, I could do it too. So just having that inspiration, I think that continuing to stay and just hope for the best. But having it here in the States would be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we all love softball, and it has been such a huge part of our whole entire lives. And me personally, I just graduated college last year, so I'm trying to figure out the next steps. Like, what am I going to do? Am I going to go to grad school? Like, what other jobs can I find? And like, if it could just be softball, like right now, like that would be the biggest dream ever. And like, I would be so all in. Like, obviously, still so all in with this softball league, but gotta kind of figure out the other parts of my life, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. But talking about the resources and accessibility, when it eventually does become our only job or the future's only job, then we're able to have those resources and the accessibility to perform at the highest level consistently. And I think that the more fans that come out and the more support that we can have from sponsorships and from the families that come to watch us, I think that that's just what's going to boost us even more. So we can put on a show all we want, but we need the audience to do so. So being able to establish that going forward as well is going to help us a lot.
Okay, so you and your Spark jersey just reminded me that they just released new jerseys. What was that, this week, earlier? What's today? Today's...
We don't know.
I'm like, today's Thursday. I didn't know if it was Monday. I'm like, wait a second, is today Monday? Was that last week? But you guys just released your new jerseys. What was that moment like for you guys?
Incredible. I mean, I am an Adidas girly, so shout out Adidas. They have been supporting women's sports for such a long time, and seeing their continued support in our league, I'm so excited. I know they're going to love the uniforms. You guys, it's so great. The uniforms are so good. I can't wait.
Anybody else want to add to
I love that some of them are such girly colors. Like, I feel like traditionally a lot of teams are like red, black. Not that those colors aren't great, but we have such a diverse like range of colors. Like, we have purple and green. I mean, blue and yellow. There's a pink and black. They like the pink. I mean, I would love to wear a pink uniform. Just saying, in general, or the baby blue, like in the green. There's such a different, wide range of colors. And I guess growing up, it was like you're going to wear black and white every weekend. I'm like, well, that's not very girly. So being able to kind of do that as well, and having the backing of Adidas, I mean, it's just great. And they're such good quality too, and we look so good and flattering. So good.
I love it. They're like rolling through them right now. I'm like, okay, yes, period. We love those.
Names are so good.
Love those. Okay, so not to be competitive up here, but who do you think has the best jerseys this season?
Cascade.
Are you?
I don't know.
No, rewind that. Non-biased looking at them. But like, are you like, dang, I wish I had their jersey.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The Bandits, like the all blue,
See,
like,
The pinstripes.
you know, I haven't really been able to like wear that type of light blue before. So it's like I have a little color envy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm down with all purple uniform, so I'm happy with that. But it's definitely like something new.
But your Volts are, I mean, like the vibe with your makeup right now, it's fire. It's fire. Okay, well, any last thoughts before we let you guys go? You're letting us go? Yeah, unfortunately. Y'all are busy. Y'all are real busy. Y'all run around New York. Anything else, guys?
I'm excited for you guys to see this season. It's going to be really great. I think something great for our league is the home markets. Last year, we were selling out of stadiums everywhere, and the first iteration of the league, we were in Chicago all the time. So now we're everywhere. We get fan bases from everywhere. So I'm really, really excited to see the home cities and excited for you guys to be able to watch.
So choose a team and cheer for them. You guys should like split it down the middle. If you're not from the city, just like split it down the middle, and each you guys cheer for her, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys. Thank you.